vitamin water is my go-to. It's refreshing, tastes amazing.
Guys, whatever I told you that this entire video is generated by AI, although it looks ridiculously realistic, okay, just look at the details, guys, okay, look at the environments and just look at the character on its own. It looks absolutely real. If I would say this on Instagram or TikTok, absolutely, there's no way I would be able to say that this is AI generated, okay? So in today's video, I'm gonna basically explain you and kind of show you these tools that you can use to create these type of videos yourself in-house. So if you are a Shopify merchant or DTC Shopify merchant, right? So now you can create in-house all kind of product videos that you want, right? You have an idea, you can have your own character. And also the cool part is that when you create your A character, it will always stay consistent across all of the videos, meaning that it's not gonna deform, change its face, or become something else. So with these tools, you can have a consistent character, meaning that it's going to be your own in-house influencer or UGC content creator, guys, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it right away. So I'm going to be using two tools today. The first one is going to be Higgsfield, okay? It's one of the most recent AI generation platforms for images, for content, to create ads, right? So they're becoming really big, and it's for a reason, because their AI is actually focusing on hyper realistic personas and characters that are actually extremely realistic to the point that it's almost impossible to say if it's real or not. So let me just kind of show you a couple examples. So if I go here, so if you want to follow along, make sure to go to Higgsfield to create an account so you can kind of go through the entire thing with me. So if I go to here, which is called basically Higgsfield Soul, this is their really, I would say, staple model, because guys, look at all these images. They look ridiculously realistic, guys. I mean, look at the details, guys. Come on. Like, details are absolutely insane. There's no way you can tell that this is AI. And you can take any of these characters, use them, and have them as your consistent influencers or use content creators. And you can place them into any environment, guys. I mean, just look at this right here. In front of a mirror, girl doing makeup. So if you are in the beauty niche, guys, so you can have your own influencer like this. You can even put products in their hands and just, you know, do really crazy stuff, guys. So again, if you're a DTC or a Shopify, today, all your dreams are gonna come true, because you can create any type of content for your brand that you ever wanted to, guys, okay? So again, extremely realistic to the point that it's impossible to distinguish if it's AI or no. For example, here, another one, guys, just look at the environments. Everything is just so well done, right? So I don't know how they do that, but it's absolutely insane. So you can animate any of these characters, have your own characters, create your own characters, right? And have the consistency across all of your product videos, right? So let's dive into it a little bit deeper. Okay, so let's do it again. So you're gonna see in action how it goes. So I'm gonna go to images, to the Higgsfield Soul category, and now I'm gonna choose the character, for example, this one here. So what I want to here, I want to do basically, I want to click on recreate, right? So now I'm going to just adjust the prompt a little bit. So let's make sure we are on 9:16. That's the format we want. Let's adjust the prompt. So iPhone style photo, that's cool. So one thing I want to make sure that, I think she had like a pastry or something in her hand originally. So I want to make sure that I remove that, because we're going to placing a bottle in her hand instead. So it's right here. She carries a loosely knotted shoulder bag, gently holding a freshly baked baguette. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one. Picking through. Whoops. Okay. All right. So we're removing the baguette from her hand because we don't want that. The rest is pretty much good to go. So now let's go ahead and generate that. Okay. So now we're gonna have our AI influencer generated in 1 minute or so. And then we're gonna bring it to their category, which is called basically UGC builder, where you can literally build a entire UGC from scratch. Okay, it's gonna give you an option for audio, for the voice, for the product, for the character. You guys are gonna see it's absolutely crazy. So let's give it a minute or two, and I'll get back to you as soon as it's done. All right, awesome guys. So it's good to go. So let's say we want to go. Let's go with this one right here, or maybe this one. Okay, so this one should be okay. So let's download the image. Okay, cool. So the image is good to go. So now we're gonna go to a image, and then we're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna go to video, and we're gonna go to UGC Factory. Sorry, not Builder, UGC Factory. So now we're going to choose a template. It's going to be a general for the image, guys. So let me add a new one. So that was the previous one. Let's add a new one. This is the new character, and the vitamin water, let it be there. Hopefully they'll sponsor my video one day. But anyways, guys, so I have the vitamin water, I have the character. So now we're going to combine these two together. So it's basically going to create a brand new image, blending these two together. And then we're going to be able to translate that into a video using VO3, right? So I'll be using VO3 fast, just as an example, but if you want to have higher quality output, you should be using the VO3. The only difference is going to be the amount of credits or tokens that it's going to use. So while it's generating the image, I'm going to use my my pre-made Google Doc that I prepared for you guys that you can download also for free as a free download guide. It's a freebie. It's going to be in there in the comment section or in the description box. I'm sure so check out both of them, guys. So I'm going to be pulling from here a image to video animation, which is basically a description of how the video should behave. So that's going to go into the action right here. Okay. So just we need to adjust it. She's not sitting, she's actually standing. So not sitting, standing. So it's going to be standing, not sitting. Casually, straight. Okay, because that's the case. Holding a water in bottle, I made simple camera movements. Okay, add a small natural motions. Okay, the rest is good to go. So now what we need is background sound, okay, to make it more realistic. And what's crazy that they actually give you an option for that. So audio settings. So actually it's going to be background. So it's background sound environment. Audio settings we can leave as is. The only thing I'm going to make sure it's American and it's English, just to be 100% sure we don't produce any artifacts that are messed up. Then audio text, I'm gonna use the same script like I used with the first one. So I'm just gonna pull this from here, copy paste in here. You just need to note, guys, that VO3 stuff is only 8 seconds short. So if you want to actually create like longer form video, you will need to basically create a few of these in a row, maybe slightly different variations, and then stitch them all together, maybe on CapCut or something like that. Okay. So this is good to go. Let's go check out our images. So let's quickly preview them. Okay, this could be working. This will actually, okay, guys. So there's a little bit of a glitch. You guys can see she has 3 hands, which is kind of weird. Sometimes happens. Let me see this one. So this one could be a little bit more natural. Let me just see how many fingers she has. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think she's missing a finger, guys. Okay, that's a problem. And let's see this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys. So this one's not very obvious, but again, she's missing the pinky finger, or it's just really hidden behind the bottle. Could be both ways. But I think the first one was really the best one. Let me see. Because she's kind of holding it, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have all the 5 fingers. Okay. Just angle is kind of unnatural, but anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So we'll just assume that the finger is somewhere behind there. So again, if you want to make sure that it doesn't produce any defects like that, you need to kind of play around with the prompt and with the images and make sure that you have all the fingers in place, that there is an extra one or one missing. But so this one is good to go. Let me just choose, was it this one? Yeah, okay, so this one. So I'm gonna go with this one. We have the template, we have the image, action, audio text, audio settings, and background. Okay, we're good to go. So now let's go and generate that. And let's go, guys. Awesome. So it's gonna take maybe a couple of minutes. I'm gonna get back to you while it's done so we can look at the final result and discuss it. And then we can move on to my second go-to, which is gonna be Creatify, and kind of see how that stacks up in there, right? Okay, so it's ready. Let's take a quick look at it.
Carrying this bottle everywhere, keeps my water cold all day, and it's super lightweight. Honestly, I don't leave home without it.
Cool, guys, pretty good. Just on a side note, I changed the environment, the bottle, because their AI flagged it for some policy reasons. So the problem probably isn't the vitamin water brand, because I've done it before a few times. The problem is really the character. Sometimes it just flags character or characters elements, body elements incorrectly. So you just did play around with the character or product placement. If that happens, again, it's really common with all AIs. ChatGPT flags literally a lot of things. So again, really play around with the character, environment, placement, stuff like that. But again, the whole point, guys, like it's just so realistic.
Carrying this bottle everywhere keeps
Like it's really awesome in terms of how realistic it is, guys. This is such a good UGC style ad that would easily go on TikTok or Instagram, guys. Really awesome, and I love the options for flexibility that you can build your character, build environments, and really create environments separately from the character, right? What's happening in the scene. So Higgsfield is really good at it, and the characters themselves, they're just like super ultra realistic, guys. So imagine if you actually put some time and really make the proper prompt, you can do some crazy stuff here, guys. Okay, so that's basically for Higgsfield. Now let me guys show you something called Creatify, which kind of serves the same purpose, but it's a little bit more commercial and is mainly focused on ads and creating ads using AI. So again, it's here. If you look at my screen, guys, it's called Creatify.ai. If you want to follow alongside with me, go to Creatify.ai, create an account. But again, it's a very similar approach in a sense, but again, it's much more narrow in a sense what you can do. It follows some approach, but here for you to create characters, you need to actually pay for them extra. Where with Higgsfield, you can create your own character and you just basically paying for everything credit based. But here, if you want to create your character, I believe it costs something like 50 or 60 credits, right? Which is quite a lot. And then if you want to use their premium characters, I believe it costs additional 60 or 50 credits, or you need to be upgrading your plan, right? So you kind of locked in. But again, I want to compare the quality of the output. So here I kind of had the same thing. I uploaded my vitamin water, then I chose the character, right? So the characters can be basically chosen from here. If I go to the home page, right, and you have avatar video, and here you can choose your character, right? This is for your basic UGC content creators. But a lot of them, they are pro, right here with the pro badge, meaning that if you want to use them, you have to pay for it extra in terms of from your credits, or you need to upgrade your plan, right? So if I want to create a product video, and what's cool about Creatify is that they actually have a lot of, ad focused options. You can create ads directly from product page URLs or from different URLs, right? They also use View 3, they use Nano Banana if you want to like stitch it up in terms of different images and put something different in avatar's hands or change environment, right? Image ads, you have a video editor, you have AI shorts. So it's really focused on, creating content for social media, right? Where Higgsfield gives you a lot of autonomy in terms of how you want to build the character, how you want to present it. So it might be, it really depends on your situation and what kind of branding or brand you have, right? So that's kind of the trade-off. But again, let me show you how this works right here. So here you just go to basically product video, and essentially all you do is just upload the product image right here, like we did initially. All right, so here I have the product, so it can be anything. Here's a different water bottle. Then you choose your basically character. If you click on talking video, I click on avatar, choose that character, and then basically it's gonna stitch it together, right? So let me show you an example quickly. So if I choose avatar, let's say we go with this girl right here, confirm, and then let's do change background like she's at the gym, okay? Something like this. And we want to make sure we are portrait for phones, and we're going to use Nano Banana because it's really good at stitching it together. And then generate preview image, and it's going to sort of show us the preview of the thumbnail, and then we can basically convert that thumbnail or image into a talking video, right? And while it's doing its thing, guys, this was the last video edit, so let me just kind of preview that for you.
Vitamin is my go-to. It's refreshing.
Again,
Just feel good on the go.
It's really cool. So the only thing I don't really like about stuff like Creatify, they use very standard VO3 processing for their for generating videos, and it's always looking the same, right? So it's overly cinematic, it's overly done, right? So it just has that cinema feel to it, which is not bad, but at the same time, it's not really it doesn't have that organic raw feel that you would expect for UGC or influencer to have it on TikTok, right? So you're not gonna see a TikTok influencer having like this full-scale cinematic production type of videos, right? So it's gonna be more raw. That's why I kind of like Higgsfield, because it has a raw sensation. So this could easily pass as a real video, right?
Keeps my water cold all day, and it's super.
Except for video, it's just really distorted. But again, you can play around with the video, you can adjust it, you can compress it, right? You can maybe change some things to not make it distorted, right? So you can play around. But again, in a sense of having a organic UGC content style, Higgsfield definitely has my 10 points. With Creatify, it's really flexible, right? You can really start A/B testing ads and content really fast because you can convert URLs, product URLs to videos. You can feed different URLs, right? You can create shorts, stuff like that. You have a video editor, so it's really more of like a content in-house production system, but it's not really as good quality because they all look the same, right? So you've seen these like super viral, whatever, funny videos on TikTok, right? So it could be maybe in that direction. But this for a organic product promotion, unless it goes on a TV when you're watching your Netflix movies in between, because it has that commercial look to it, then yeah. But again, if you're a small DTC brand, I feel like Higgsfield is definitely better. So if I open this one again here, so this one feels a little bit more organic. So let's try to animate this and kind of see how that works, okay? So I'm just gonna add a simple prompt right here, Google Video 3. So let's generate the video to kind of compare it side by side. But again, I feel like it's gonna have that cinematic feel. I tried different products here. If you see this one too.
Support digestion and feel fresh daily foam.
So again, it feels like a TV ad, it just feels too overdone in terms of the visuals. It's just like colors are too bright. There's too much HDR happening. You know what I mean? Where with Higgsfield, it's like much more clean, natural, and organic. And that's kind of the new way of advertising and selling products on social media like TikTok, guys. Okay. Awesome, guys. It's ready. Let's take a quick look.
Been carrying this bottle everywhere. It keeps my water cold all day and super lightweight.
Again, same case scenario, guys. It just looks like way too commercial and too overdone. So that's kind of what I would say the bad thing about Creatify. Again, if you're looking to really A/B test a lot of ads very fast, right, without putting too much effort into creating character, environments, stuff like that, then definitely go with Creatify. But if you really want to be on brand and create your own in-house AI content creator or influencer, definitely go with Higgsfield, because that's exactly what it's going to let you to do. And you will be saving tons of money on influencers, guys. Okay. And that's essentially wrap for today's video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep coming up with these content ideas and videos for you guys for absolutely free. And again, if you worked with any of these AI platforms, maybe you worked with Creatify, maybe you tried Higgsfield, maybe you tried Arcades, maybe you tried different AI UGC content creation platforms, let me know down in the comments what you think about them, or if you have any other preferences for the ones that really worked out for you, or maybe the ones that didn't. I would love to hear it, guys. If not, I'm gonna wish you, as always, happy building, and I'm gonna see you next time.